Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. So today I thought I was going to play some more football, and it just happened to be Gary playing. And I remember the last video I made was with Gary, and they put on a butt whooping. So I kind of went back and just checked the stats here. Gary's first game. See if I can bring it up here. They scored 31 points. They took a loss, but they scored 31 points. And Vance ran 2 TDs in that game. Then game 5, their second game of the season, is where they won 59-18. Vance just demolished their defense. Well, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running TDs. So they crushed them. So I figured out I want to video this game just to see what the outcome is. Let's see the stats here real quick. So for rushing TDs, the league leader right now is Vance with 6 TDs. He has 1 receiving TD. So it looks like Gary is just really dominant on the rushing right now. The top 3 runners are from Gary. Quarterback has 2. He's only passed 1 TD. So let's have a look at them today and see how they do. Today they're facing Johnstown. They're both 1-1 right now. I went ahead and added the players and the modifiers that will need to be rolled to see who scores the touchdowns. So Gary is the visiting team. Oh, let me bring up the ball thing. I call it the ball thing. It's the dice roller, ball roller rather. So let me see if that's in the screen there. Okay, yep. Okay, looks like it's in the screen recording. Okay, so this white die here is going to be the scoring die. The die over here is going to be used for the splits, if need be. This die here is going to be, let me know the player finder, which players scored. Together, I'll read it from left to right. That'll determine if it's going to be a pass or running score. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first roll this die I'm going to use right now. If it's even, the home team will get the ball. Odd, obviously, the visiting team. Okay, even. So home team's going to get the ball first. And here we go. So 4. Johnstown 4. They do have a chance on a field goal here. Their modifier or the split is a 5, so it's a missed field goal for the first one. Okay, I'm going to type this in as we go. Missed field goal. No, I want caps. Missed field goal. Okay. Alright, now it's Gary's turn. They also get a 4. Okay, so we're the first half here. So Gary does not get a field goal attempt here. So they're going to have to punt the ball. Okay, next possession. A 5. That produces nothing. That's a punt. And Gary's next possession. It's going to be a 6. That's also nothing. Punt. So it's not like the last time. Gary was just dominating. I think every darn roll they had a touchdown almost. Okay, Johnstown got a 9. Now we're going to look at Johnstown's. They do not have a 9, so That is a punt. So defense on both ends is really stepping up here. All right. A 3, that's an automatic field goal. There's no split, so it's automatic. Field goal by Merrick. Okay. And ball snapped, and it's a field goal. So they get on board with the field also. Field goal by Sterling. All right. 5 is nothing. So that's a punt. 9. We're still in the first half. So Gary has a 9 here. I'm sorry, it's not Gary. Johnston does not have a 9. So it's going to be a punt. And as you see here, I did roll for the weather before I started filming. There was no effect. Okay, so that's the end of the first half. 3-3. Okay, so home team got the ball first. So Gary will take over in the second half. And 4. So we're gonna look at second half. You always look at the defense of the team, the opposing team. So they have a 4 and a 6 split. So we got a 3 as a split. So that's a good field goal. By Merrick. Seven, that's an automatic touchdown right there. So that's for Johnson. Now we're gonna. So the way you do it is, if it's automatic touchdown, okay, I should say, yeah, 7s are automatic. 6 points, you have to roll to see if you get the extra point. And you would roll the second dice. A 1 through 9 is good. A 0 is a miss. So we got a 0 though there. So it's going to just be a touchdown, no extra point. Now, 70, that's above their 50. So that's going to be a running TD. And number 6 for the run, Bishop. So TD run. Yeah, TD run by Bishop. All right, so let's see what Gary can do. 9. Okay, they do not get the 9 because when you got a second half, you got to go off the your opposing team's charts. So the first half with 5 dice football, you go off your own charts. But once you go to the second half, you reverse it. You go off theirs, they go off yours. Okay, so they do not have a 9, so that's going to be a punt. Okay. 5 is nothing. All right, it's a slow. This is a defensive game. 6-9. All right, here we go. Can Gary, last possession of the third for them? 8. So they do now. They got a. Is there split a 9 or less? Yes, it is. So that is a touchdown and an extra point. So now we're going to find out 82. That's going to be a run by 1. Their quarterback, Gallagher. So that must have been like on a 3-yard line or less. TD run by Gallagher. All right, they're up 13-9. 9. So they're going to Gary's. There's a 9. It's got to be a 4 or less. It is. So that's a touchdown with an extra point. Now, again, 92. That's going to be a run by number 2, W. Thorne. So TD run by Thorne. Okay, they're up 16-13 now. Two possessions each left. Fourth quarter, here comes Gary. What are they going to do? 9. They do not get anything. They have to punt the ball away. And let's see, Johnston. What are they going to do? 2 is nothing. It's a punt. Okay. Gary's last chance to score. They got a 0. Now a 0 is the you got to roll the 20-sided dice. But here's the thing. The visiting team, since there was no weather effect, there was no added points for the roll. So originally, visiting team has to roll a 1 through 4. Okay, 1 through 4 to be eligible to roll the 20 dice. Home team has to roll a 1 through 5. So they do not roll the 4. So that's going to be a punt. And that there's going to be the game. Alright, let's see. Finishes off. They can score again. Nope, they got a 0. They got a 1. So now they have a chance to roll that 20 die. Okay. So what I'm going to do is add the 20 die on here real quick. And give me a second. I'll use this one here. 20 die. Show. Save. Okay. So it's going to be this right here. 16, I believe that is something. Let me check. Did I even bring that up? I don't think I brought that up. Give me a second, guys. Here, I'll pause the video real quick. Or pause the video, yeah. I'll pause the recording. Okay, 16 is nothing on here. So that is going to be the ball game, guys. So that's nothing. That's a punt. Turn the light back on here a second. 0. And that's a punt. And the clock is going to run out. So our final score today is Johnstown 16, Gary 13. So Gary did not put on the offensive performance they did the last 2 games, but they came across Johnstown, who has a pretty good defense. I mean, this was a pretty good defensive game all around. No big scores. Didn't start picking up till the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, they just both shut each other down. But that was a good game. It was really close, interesting. All right, guys. So this is part of my Iron Crown Football League Game 10, and I think I said this in the first video. Each season, I'll use a different football game that I have to play out the seasons. So for the first season, I'm using 5 Dice Football by Kevin ELIAS, because that was the very first football game I purchased for my tabletop. So, like I said, I want to use all my games that I have. I don't like to let them just sit on my computer not being used. So pretty much all my, I think all my games. Yeah, all my games are PDFs, because I do not have any room to store cards and boxes and stuff. Besides, it's always cheaper to go PDF anyways, and I have no problem using my screen to see the charts. If I did have the room, honestly, I'd still go PDF because of the cost. I would just, if I wanted to, I'd just use my printer and print out cards or something. Although I do make cards out of index cards, so I do team cards that way, but it's cheaper for me to do that because I can get index cards pretty cheap. Okay, guys, enough rambling on about that. So that is game 10. I still have my basketball season 1 to finish up, so that may be my next video. I do need to finish that up. I've completed my first season of hockey. I completed my first season of baseball. So I got to complete football, then hockey, and then I'll go through the off season with all 4 sports, and then start the second season with them. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and happy Memorial Day.